Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the Really Long Walk. Let's make a bed. One of the first things I always check, do I need beds? It's the sign of a truly hard worker there. First thing, beds. I am going to need some beds though. Since I'm using this one up, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. Sleepy. I'm gonna go to sleep. Thank you very much. Got to sleep there. All right. Let me make some beds. There we go. Beds made. So yeah, in that last episode I was talking about random dragon fighting, and I wasn't as far off as as I thought I might be. I was just randomly saying stuff. Uh, while I highly doubt that it's. Oh yeah, I should have just looked at my compass. uh, yeah, he had just said he was doing something for 1.9, but since then, Dinnerbone tweeted out that he was changing the way he fought the dragon. I don't know if he's changing the way you fight it, but he's making it to where you can fight it multiple times. Perhaps a random battles are the case. I kind of doubt it personally, but that's definitely cool. I know I've wanted to fight the dragon more than once, but I've started a couple series where that was one of my main goals, and I just never kept with it. Kept getting distracted with other things. So, that would be a cool thing to do. Uh, I really don't know how it works. Whether or not maybe you have to use the dragon egg to, maybe you have to use the dragon egg to summon the dragon. So maybe you have to fight the dragon normally first. If it's some other way that it can be done, there might come a time where we're going to be able to fight the dragon in this series. It will be several years down the line, but that could be a possibility. We've already passed, well, there is no dragon in this version, but if there was, we would have already passed it way behind. Probably need to make use of some boats. So yeah, definitely curious to see exactly what that entails. If it's something that makes you not have to go to a stronghold, or hopefully it's not just too easy, because that's kind of even though it's one of the annoying parts, it's also one of the fun parts of the dragon fight. Is that it does have a lot of build up to it. You can't just say, "Hey, dragon, here you go." You have to prepare, for it, and getting all the pearls and that sort of thing is, I guess, time to make sure. Okay, you know what you're doing. You have actual stuff you can use. You're not going to just go in here with your fists and die immediately. So, because that would be something that would definitely happen. There'd be somebody who just go in just with their fists, or maybe a wooden sword, and yeah. I guess if that's what you wanted to do, I guess that'd be fine. Would not be advisable though. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what all is going to be in 1.9. He said that wasn't going to be the only thing, so I'm curious to see what all is for and or against the players. I know the zombie update, which is one of the first updates that, oh my gosh, it's freaking out, man. It's freaking out. Whoa. 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 I think there's a bug in this game. I think that's a bug. It's freaking me. It was freaking me out. I need some more wool. I'm gonna punch some more sheep. Hello, sheep. Allow me to punch you. Speaking of stuff like that, what is today? What is today? Well, this will be going up on the 23rd. I am recording this the night before. I do that a lot when I'm going to be working early the next morning. So I'm going to try to remember what time or what day this video will actually go up. But nose itches, nose itchy. Anyway, I will probably switch it to 1.6.1 beginning in February. Go ahead and move it up another version. You know, even at that rate, we're still going to be moving behind the curve. Because I think it's only like 5 months between where I started at and the final release. Maybe 6 months. Maybe it was half a year. So we'll still be behind the curve, even if coming up in June or July, you know, we get to the not current release, but the full release of the game, 1.8 or the 1.1 or 1.0. I don't know what to call it. But there was a yeah, that'll make it about even, or a little bit behind, I should say. It's definitely this is definitely fun. It's a little disconcerting to not have a hunger bar. That is very true. I missed the hunger bar. Of course, you're less reliant on food. I mean, it makes you not have to be reliant on food, so that is nice. But it's just strange. It's something you get used to, and then it's not there. It's taking forever to get that shovel out. Okay. I'm recording this probably a little bit earlier than I normally would. I'm hoping to actually get me some decent sleep tonight for tomorrow, which is today, possibly for you guys who are watching this, so that's not confusing at all. Speaking of confusion as far as time, last night / 2 nights ago, we did that live stream for Diversity 2, the parkour, the nightmare core. I guess you could call it. It was a nightmare. It was not as bad, yet worse than I expected it to be. The parkour probably wasn't as bad as I was thinking it might be, but our skill at it, or particularly mine, that's what was scary. What is that? Oh, it's just a lighting glitch. Okay. That looked like a really ominous, dark place there. So anyway, yeah, I recorded that. Tonic streamed it. And so if you missed it, that will be going up sometime. I'm not sure exactly when. I'm not sure if we're going to do it in different episodes or if we're going to just do it in one big chunk. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes, so it was a lot. It was like 2 hours 20 minutes. I can't remember. So that'd be quite a chunk. But I don't know. We're gonna have to get together in the next few days and figure out how exactly we want to do that. Oh, good grief. Time for another nap time. Yeah, I was talking about it, when was it? Episode before last? Sorry, I had to get a drink. I bit my tongue back yesterday morning, late, or late the night before, and it's sore. It's still a little bit sore. Plus, my sinuses have been a little bit worse, so my throat is a little sore too. So, I'm my speaking is a little bit off, as if it's not ever on. So I'm having to get a few more sips of Dr. Pepper. Not sponsored, by the way. Could be, if you wanted to be Dr. Pepper. If you want me to sponsor you, I will. I will tell people to drink Dr. Pepper if they wish. If you want to give me a lot of Dr. Pepper and our money, you know what? I'll just take the Dr. Pepper. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Red Baron? Red Baron Pizza? Anybody? Anybody? Okay. So yeah, a couple episodes ago, I believe I was talking about Agrest. I finally surpassed the I finally passed the first generation earlier today, and luckily I got to keep all my stuff. That was one of the things I was worried about, because you can actually upgrade your weapons and armor and skills. Like you can have like skills you can put into your items or whatever. It has like item slots or skill slots, I should say. And so I was a little worried about that, but luckily you get to keep them. So the characters that do not pass on from that generation, they get naked and give you their stuff before you move on. Very, very thankfully. I guess that makes a lot of sense, considering that to go to the next generation, you have to get naked. So I guess it makes sense. They just decided not to put it back on after they have the offspring. Oh, we still got it. We still got it. Still going through. Yeah, that whole part there was it was a little bit more interesting than I expected it to be. Why is it just? I mean, well, it definitely wasn't. You didn't see anything that couldn't be shown on YouTube, obviously, but it could be awkward. But that was just with I'm guessing that each choice you have, because you do choose which of the female characters you had the best relationship with. So I don't know. The other, it could have been more awkward with the others. So yeah, kind of showed just a glimpse of the wedding and a glimpse of the after wedding. I guess just to make sure to get the point across. Yes, for the game to proceed, these two characters must interact with each other. You know, because it wasn't very well explained, but then, yep, definitely, I get it. To be honest, though, it sounds like a really bad pickup line, though. Hey there. My child will help bring peace to the land. Want to come back to my place and save the world? Sounds like a good way to get slapped. So that aspect of the game is kind of strange. But overall, I'm still quite enjoying it. The based on, I don't know exactly what it's based on. Like, I think that he'll have like a different like as far as weapon and role type thing based on the mother, I think, but I'm not sure exactly what determines the statistics. You can have I think it's just the relationship that you had with her will depend on how well of a statistics that you have. I was wondering if I had her leveled up more, if that would have an effect, or him, but I don't think that had any effect at all. So I was hoping to preemptively make him a tough guy. It kind of didn't work. He's much weaker than his dad. I think he's quicker though. I think he can fit in like 3 attacks a turn instead of 2. I think. I've only played maybe 3 or 4 battles with him, but yeah. He's not quite as tough as his dad was. So that's kind of an interesting thing to that's an interesting aspect of it. Makes you wonder what his fighting abilities would have been if I'd made a few more a few different a few different choices, or a whole nother choice altogether. Pretty crazy game. I'm enjoying it. Gonna keep playing that one. One game that I beat today, I haven't mentioned it because I wasn't wanting to, because I want to kind of give my full thoughts on it. It's by the same people who did Deponia, which I'm still planning on starting a Let's Play, hopefully next week. No promises. Spoiler down there. No promises on that, but maybe I'll start a series on it next week. But yeah, it's called The Whispered World. It was actually pretty good. I didn't enjoy it as well as the Deponia trilogy. I just finished it earlier, so I guess I could try to sum it up while my thoughts are still a little bit fresh. Not that my thoughts are ever that fresh. It kind of suffers it does suffer one of the same things that Deponia did. It doesn't exactly have the most likable main character. Oh, just had to show the lighting glitch my shovel, and it decided to fix itself. It was scared. Didn't want to be shoveled. I don't guess I need that iron. yeah, it doesn't exactly have the most likable main character. Not for the same reasons though. This character is not really a butthole or anything like Rufus is in Deponia. Oh boy, Rufus, he's a butthole. But the main character in this one's called Sadwick, and the name is pretty accurate. He's quite a sad guy, and he's a clown, and yeah, he's just not the most cheerful guy in the whole world. I do like that he's an underdog. He's not the typical hero, so that is good. And it does take a while for you to really start rooting for him. I guess is another thing that was wrong with it, as far as I'm concerned. Another thing that made me not enjoy it quite as well, and I think it might have influenced my liking it altogether, is the controls just didn't seem as good as most other point-and-click adventure games. It's a really hard thing to explain in words. Controls in a video game. Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm not touching anything. What? What? Huh. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I just started walking on without my own volition. Let's sleep. Maybe I was trying to sleepwalk. Maybe I fell asleep before I thought I was. What was I saying? The sleepwalking distracted me. I'm gonna need some more cobble. Guess I can start using dirt. Not a big deal. Yeah, the controls didn't seem as good as most of the other point-and-click adventure games I played. Like to, let's say I want to go over here and click on a sheep. You know, on a normal thing, it would just be like click, click, click. But in this game, you kind of had to click it and hold it for maybe like half a second before a thing popped up around it, kind of like a book, and it had like these 3 different options that are, you know, that came up around it, and you could choose whether to examine it, whether to try to interact with it with your mouth. I guess it's the accurate way to say that. Not as weird as it sounds. You could either try to talk to it or spit or eat it. Oh, was that cobble? No, it wasn't. Just regular stone. And then the directly interact with it. Those were the 3 options. And I don't know, it really took me a while to get kinda used to that. And I don't know, that was just one of the things that I did not like about it. It's kind of a strange thing to not like, but it just threw me off way more than it probably should have. It might not throw, you know, other people off, but it did kind of throw me off some, and made it not as enjoyable to play, at least for the first half of the game or so. Even in the menu screens, like to save the game, it seemed like I'd have to like click. Okay, save the game. Click. Save the game. Click. Okay, finally saved. So I mean, I'm sure I was just doing something wrong, but on my part, but yeah, it just didn't feel that great. The the art design is pretty amazing though, and it definitely has a strange like fairy tale atmosphere. Um, the edition that I've got was the collector's edition, and it's actually got director commentary on it, which I didn't realize it did until I clicked on it in the first room. So that's cool. I'll probably go back and play through it again here in a few months to and get insight into it like that, because I'm interested in stuff like that. But in the first area they were talking in, they mentioned something about had watched some of the anime movies by, I can't think of the guy's name. He did Castle in the Sky, Laputa Castle in the Sky, and Howl's Moving Castle. Had a castle fetish, I think. I think he did Princess Mononoke too, possibly. Anyway, really, really great anime movies that if you have not seen them, you should. They're really great. Howl's Moving Castle's pretty good. That's probably my least favorite one, but Princess Mononoke and Laputa is pretty good. Anyway, they were kind of inspired by that art style, and I can definitely see that. See that in it. It's definitely a very visually interesting game, and the music is really good in it too. Very good music. The voice acting, I'm really not sure. Yeah, I'm really not sure if I would say that the voice acting was that great in it. I think it might. I don't know if it was I know that they're. I think they're from Sweden, so. I mean, if the voice actor wasn't originally English, then he did a really good job at it. He did a much better job than I could act in another language, including English. But compared to other stuff, I don't know. I mean, I guess it fits the it probably does fit the character pretty well. But yeah, that was another thing that just kind of threw me off. So it was kind of 50, maybe 60-40 on the voice acting. I really don't want to say it was just bad. It's probably just my personal opinion on that one. Kind of like I guess maybe the way that Steve Urkel is not a normal voice, but it is the voice of that character that's done really well. It's not the voice you want to listen to a lot, but yeah. I was wondering, I wonder if that's. No, we're not having any sort of error yet. I didn't think so. Hey, by the way, whoa, I went like 5,000 blocks somewhere. How long have I been recording? I need to wrap this up. I think that hopefully this isn't going on 40 minutes. I went 5,000 blocks, I think. Wow. Over 50,000. So after 50, bleh! I cannot talk tonight, whenever. We're at over 50,000 blocks now, so that's really cool. We are still just a fraction of the way to the edge of the world. So, yay for that. Anyway, Whispered World, definitely worth it though. Definitely a good game. It's just one that it took me a while to get into. but I definitely enjoyed the last half of it. Last third of it, definitely. More than the first half. So, I guess it's one of those that if you can stick with it, you'll really enjoy, but it's hard to really get into it. Then again, I said that with Deponia too, so I guess maybe that's just the way that a lot of adventure games are. You just have to get used to it and the characters and stuff like that, and just stick with it. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. Suicide Pig. Wait, that's actually a game, I think. I think I've seen that game on Steam. Anyway, I'm going to start. I'm going to swim over here. I'm going to be signing off while I do such a thing. I think I'm going to... oh, man, my throat. I cannot talk today. I think on a... man, I think on Saturday I'm going to live stream. Sometime Saturday afternoon I'm going to live stream here from the Real Long Walk. It'll be yesterday. What? It'll be tomorrow when you're watching this. Anyway, keep an eye out on my Twitter feed, and I'll let you know more details as it happens. So yeah, I think it's been exactly 3 days that I walked today. I walked for 3 days straight. That's commitment right there. No rest. I'm talking like there was no rest. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'll upload it anyway. If you do happen to miss it and want to watch it, you don't have to though. Always optional. Every video is always optional for when it comes to me. Appreciate it though. I definitely do appreciate folks watching. And before the sun sets again, maybe we'll end this one with a sunset. Yeah, we'll end it with a sunset. May as well. We need to make some beds before we do that. Hold up, son. Got to get my elevated hidey-ho loan. That could have sounded weird. I'm not sure if it did or not. I actually don't think that would have hurt if I left that there. Alright. Yeah, keep an eye out. Be live streaming. I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. 53,000. Woo! See you in the next one, folks.